Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get tons of free traffic from Google. Super simple lesson. You're going to love it. Watch this. All right, guys. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get a ton of free traffic using Google. What you want to do is you want to be right here, which is the Google 3-pack. So when somebody types in, a keyword, this is called a keyword, up on top, like they're doing a search for a locksmith or a 24-hour locksmith or locksmith near me, right? They got locked out of their car or truck, or they need a key, or or whatever your business is. They'll type it into the top of Google. And then once they do that, they're going to see some paid ads here. But for most people, they know that some of these paid ads aren't necessarily, really close to them. And just imagine in Canada being, locked out of your car, and you're standing there in the freezing cold, and you need a locksmith, and you want the guy to show up really quick, right? So what most people do is they come up right here to the Google 3-pack. These are all local businesses, and this is free. It's free to be in here. You don't have to pay. So I'm going to just show you how to make a couple of tweaks so your business could be here and you can get all the traffic that my business that I do the SEO for, CGR Locksmith, that's one of my clients. So you can get all the traffic that this locksmith is getting. So you'll notice for the word locksmith, they're in first place. If you notice for the word lock installation, they're in first place. If you look for 24-hour locksmith, let's see, they're in first place. If you look for locksmith near me, let's see, they're in first place, right? So they're in first place for a lot of keywords, probably about 10. And for some of you advanced people may be saying, well, how do I search it as if I was in Canada? Because we're not getting the same search results. I use an extension, and this is not part of the lesson, so if you don't know about this, just take my word, called GS Location Changer, meaning that it changes my location. I'm in Tampa, Florida right now, but to Google, they think I'm searching from Brampton, Ontario, Canada, where it's probably a lot colder than it is here in Florida. It is about 88 degrees today. Beautiful. I'm going to go out and take the sun in a bit. So, but what I want to do is just put this little lesson to you, right, together. So what I'm noticing here on the internet is like, man, there's like so many people giving lessons, and it's just so hard, and it's really overwhelming people. Like, you already don't know how to rank in the Google 3-pack, and then you watch these videos, and you don't even know what a lot of people are talking about. So the good thing about my videos, at least, and there's a lot of great people on here. I always shout out, Chris Palmer and Marino, great SEOs, William Jones and Darren Marion, great SEOs. The thing that's just a little bit different about me is that I just try to make my lessons super easy so you understand, right? So you understand. So, okay. So we're going to the website. Let's just go over a couple of things on the website, and then I'm going to actually get into the lesson. So this is a website that we created for Locksmith Brampton 24 hours, right? So it's nothing fancy. It's nothing fancy, but you know what? It has all the elements that Google needs to rank. It has a logo, and you may say, well, what's the big deal? You'd be surprised. I work on a lot of websites that don't have a logo. A logo is what lets Google know that this is your brand. So once it starts seeing, this locksmith with the key as the O, and it starts seeing it around the internet, Google starts being familiar that this is Locksmith Brampton's brand, right? Just like when you see on TV, you see the Nike symbol. You see the swoosh on TV, then you see it on somebody's sneakers, then you see it on the internet, and you see it on Facebook, and you have brand recognition. So if you don't have a logo, that's one of the things that you need. You definitely need a logo for your business. Now, the next thing is that you need, what I like to do is I like to put the address underneath the logo. And I'll tell you why I like to do that. Because if you, especially in a business like a service-based business, like a locksmith, a painter, is that if somebody comes to your business, they go, okay, they come to your website, they're like, okay, I know where that is. They don't have to search all the way on the bottom for where your address is. The address is right up on top underneath the logo, right? Makes sense? Now, the next thing that you want to do is you want to add your services as the navigation. You see, if you look at your website right now, there's probably a home link. It says home, even though you can click the logo to go back home if you have one. It'll still have a home link. Then it'll say about us. Then it'll say services. Then it'll say frequently asked questions and contact us. Something like that, right? But let's think of this, right? We're locked out of our car and we need a locksmith right away. And we want to know if they do that service, if they do lockout service, right? So isn't it super easy just to come here and go to lockout service and see that they do that, rather than having to search like home, about us, frequently asked questions? And plus, the other good thing about this is that in your navigation, this is called your navigation up on top here, is that Google reads your navigation. Everything here in your navigation is all about being a locksmith. See that? Take a look, go on your website and take a look at your navigation. Can Google tell by your navigation what you do? Does it just say home, about us, services, frequently asked questions, and contact us, blog, something like that? That could be anything. That could be a hairdresser, it could be an electrician, it could be a lawyer, right? So Google does read the navigation up on top here. So I would suggest to change your navigation to the services that you perform. It's good for Google, and it's also good for your customer. When they come to your website, they could find quickly what they need. They don't have to go searching all over the place, right? All right. Now, if they need to get in touch with you, I like to have a form right here on your homepage. See that? And then as the image behind is I actually used an image of Brampton, Ontario. So if you do an image search of Brampton, Ontario, these are the type of images that come up. And you may say to yourself, well, that kind of seems obvious. Well, let me tell you just a short story. So I was going to work for a realtor in Texas. And it'll start to make sense as I start to tell the story. And he was a realtor and he wanted to sell houses. So I went to his website and they were horses on the homepage. And while I see the point, right, because Texas has, a lot of horse ranches and maybe wild horses, and, I see the point. It has nothing to do with being a realtor in Texas. So I said, we have to change the images. He was pretty stuck on, keeping that. And I don't like to argue with people because, if you want to put horses on your website, you want to put your kids' pictures and stuff like that, I'll just move on to the next person. I'm not going to, let me do my thing. If you want me to work for you, let me do my thing. And I know the right images to use. You want to use horses, good, best of luck. Anyway, you want to use relevant images. And you may say, well, how do I find relevant images? Well, if you go to Google and you type in Brampton, locksmith, right? If you type in Brampton locksmith and you hit images, right? Oh, so we were getting, excuse me, just give me 1 second. First of all, this is our image right here. See what I mean? This is our image. We're the first ones that show up here. But let's just do this. Brampton, Brampton, Ontario. Let's see what type of images come up. See, so they appear to be this city type scape, right? That's what they appear to be, buildings, right? So it's not like pictures of the ocean, whereas like I live in Tampa, and if I type in Tampa, it's probably more pictures of the ocean and those type of pictures. Over here, it's more city, more rural. So that's the image that we tried to use. This is a famous building in Brampton. So that's the reason why we use that image. So once again, you want to use relevant images uh, um, to what you're trying to rank. If you're trying to rank in Brampton, use pictures of Brampton. Make sense? Then throughout the website, you want to use relevant pictures of locksmiths. So for example, if I went to Brampton locksmith, right, I'm sure there'll be pictures of a locksmith doing something with a lock. Once again, pictures of the city. And I'm going to show you where you can get great pictures for free. Right? Here's another great thing that you want to add to your website. It's called frequently asked questions. You see, Google wants to put you right here. They'd love to put you in the Google 3-pack. They'd love to put you here. But what they want to do is they want to make sure that the user, the person doing the search, comes to the best website. So the only reason they could come to the best website is if they answer the questions that the user may have. So you need to have frequently asked questions on your homepage. These are the most popular questions that people have. Well, you may say, well, how did you get that? How did you get the most popular questions? Well, one of the ways that we find the most popular questions is just going to this website, and there's several, called Quora. And if I type in Brampton, Ontario, and I'm going to put all these links in the back and the bottom. Brampton, Ontario locksmith, right? Brampton, Ontario locksmith. If I type that in, people are asking questions about being a locksmith in Brampton. Now, maybe that was too specific. Let's see, Brampton locksmith. See, so people have some questions here. So what I do is I just see what questions people have. I go on Quora and I just see what questions people have, and then I come over to the website and I just add the questions and I write my own answers. See that? That makes sense? So you want to provide the best content on your website for people, so Google says, hey, this is the website I want to feature first. Right? That makes sense, right? Okay. All right. You also want to use the word Brampton and locksmith in your title tags. Seeing these big bold tags, you want to use, the city and the keyword. Now, you don't want to go crazy by using it too many times, but I'm going to put this website in the description below, and you can kind of just follow my pattern with this website. Okay? Once again, we're using relevant pictures, right? Need the best locksmith in Brampton. You see how we're, because we want to be found for these terms also, like best locksmith in Brampton, right? That's a popular search term, right? So the whole thing, and then at the end, what I like to do is I like to embed a map on Google, a Google map. I'm going to show you how to do that after this. And I also like to write just something about the city. Just a paragraph or two about the city on the homepage. See, we have to let Google know where we're from, right? We can't say Tampa plumber, or we can't say, Chicago lawyer, and not have anything on your website about Chicago. Oh, you may name it once or twice. You may put the word Chicago on your website once or twice, but that's the reason, one of the reasons why you're not ranking. So What I'm giving you here is just really all the easy stuff. If you follow this website and compare it to your website, you'll be able to make the changes. If you can't, send your website over to me. Maybe I can help you out and I can make some changes for you, right? And then once again, here's the map. So in the last part of this video, well, actually, I have an offer for you, right? I'm going to give you something for free. I'm going to do an audit on your website and help you with some things that you on how to rank and get more traffic. But I'm also going to show you how to embed a video, not a video, a map. I'm sorry, embed a map on your website. I'm going to show you how to embed a map on your website. All right, super simple. Now, one of the things that I want to speak to you about is adding your address. The address on your website has to be exactly the way it is in your Google My Business. I'll show you what the Google My Business is after this, but it has to be listed exactly the same, right? So we're going to head on over to the Google My Business. I'm going to show you how to embed a video. I keep saying video. How to embed a map, and then I'm also going to show you how the address has to be exactly the same. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you how to embed a map on your website. It's super, super easy. So what you do is you just go to google.com/business and you will be able to just log into your account, right? You just put your Gmail, username, and password in, and you're going to come to a page like this. This is your Google My Business. You'd have already had to initiate how to set up a Google My Business, but I assume at this point you have already done that. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to, you'll be on your home page. See right up here where it says Maps? View your business on Google Maps. You just have to scroll down. See this? Watch this. Boom, right here. Okay, see it says View on Google Maps? So all you do is just click that, right? And you're going to come to your Maps page that looks like this. See this little share button? See this little share button? It's right here on the left. Okay, so you click that. And then you see where it says Embed Map? So you just click that. And then see where it says over here? It says Copy HTML code. Copy HTML. Just copy that. Now, what you do is once you have the code copied, is you go over to your website and you add the code. Now, if you do your own website, you'll know how to do that. Log into your WordPress site and embed the map. However, if you don't know how to do that, well, just send the code over to your web developer. If your web developer doesn't work with you anymore, doesn't know, what you're talking about, send it over to me and I can do it for you. It'll take 5 minutes. I have no problem helping you out. Just send me over the code. Just give me the embed code and we'll embed your map. No charge. Easy stuff. This is easy. You do something nice for somebody else one day. All right. This really is super easy. I'll be happy to help you. All right. If you don't have a map on your page, just send me over the embed code. My email address is brettmoletta@gmail.com. I'll also put it in the description below. So don't worry about it. Just go on the description and you see that. All right, guys. So one of the things that I forgot was this is a service area business, meaning that no physical address. They just service that area. So I forgot about that when I was making this video. But anyway, what you'd want to do is just come over to the info tab and just click this little pen right here. This little pen right here. Okay. And this is where you would put in your street address. All right. And you want to make sure that the street address on the website and the street address in your GMB is exactly the same. All right. This is a service area business. I don't want to get too complicated. What's a service area? they don't have a physical location, right? So that's why they do it that way. However, if you have a physical location, you want to definitely put in your address right here. So this is where you do it. That's the point of this video, so I can show you where to put the address, right? Okay, guys. So listen, I hope this video helped you. And if there's anything that I could do to help you, in fact, I am going to give you a free audit on your website. I make it super, super simple. I just show you all the things that you need to do, the fix, so you can help rank in the Google 3-pack and really get that free traffic from Google. That's really what you want. It's free traffic. You don't have to pay for it. You just have to obliged by Google's rules. Like Google's looking for certain things on your website, and you need to have them on your website so you could rank. So I'll be happy to help you with that. If you want a free audit for me to take a look at your website and make a couple of suggestions, just send an email. Just put free audit so I could sort it out. I get a lot of emails. Just send it over to brettmoletta@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to give you a free audit. And it'll be just some simple fixes on your website, show you what to do to help you rank even better and get that free traffic and get those free leads and make more money. That's the thing that we're all trying to do here, right? So with that being said, the most important thing here in these videos is that you make sure you take care of your family. You make sure you kiss your wife, you kiss your kids, you clean up around the house, you walk the dog. You don't have to wait to be told to do anything, right? Oh, in a relationship, always do 51%. Always do just a little bit more. If you're lucky enough to be married or be, in a relationship with somebody, always do more than expected. Making money on the computer is great, and but you got to help out around the house, right? So take care of your kids and take care of your wife, and unfortunately, if you're divorced, do the right thing there, right? Do the right thing there. That's important. All right, guys. Until tomorrow, have a great day. If there's anything I could do to help you, brettmoletta@gmail.com. Really happy to help you, and we'll catch you. Wait, what's today? Wednesday. We'll catch you on Friday. Catch you on Friday. All right, guys. Be cool. Don't be a fool. Stay in school.